Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. David! Oh, he's been caught napping. Pings in across. That has been knocked clear. Out to the right. There's a sharp little ball here. Played in deep. And that was very necessary. Quality ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias, a proper defender. Someone who does the simple things well, very well in fact, and he rarely makes mistakes. A bit of a throwback to some of the defenders I played with back in the day. A good leader too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, terrible pass. He's picked his way through. Foden! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cook Miners is onto it in a flash. And it's Rodri. David. Now it's Vlahovic. Foden. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Chance for a shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Foden chasing after it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Kenny, and it's Coke Miners. Now this could be a chance. David tries a shot, and he hits the net. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go...
And a chance! He scored! And again they hit the front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Goal! Assegnato al 30° minuto.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Openda. Now it's Vlahovic. Openda ploughing through the middle. And the ball's come loose here. Has another go! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Gonzalez gets over and intercepts. Knocks it into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And the return pass. And here's Foden. Kostic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
David. Fired deep towards the back post. Bremer. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Doku. KAKI. Distributed tidily. Now Foden. Doku. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There's a quick free kick. And here's Foden. He is just caressing the ball. Foden, he's on it. Can he get away? Shoots! In he goes again. Foden is flagged offside. And the first half is done. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cherki really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that has left him in a heap. Ake. Nico Gonzalez. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has ended up in no man's land. And no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Haaland. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Tries to play it through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Openda. He has a look up. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Openda! Oh, off the bar! They've scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
McKennie at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
KAKI. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Cambio di giocatori.
Openda. Donnarumma needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Locatelli. Now it's Vlahovic. Spread it left. And it's Koopmeiners. And Locatelli. He won't be happy with that one. Foden.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Spread neatly. And he's intervened well there. Nuri. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Delivers with wit.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rodri. Now it's Haaland. That's been slipped through. And he was alert to it. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Plenty to aim at here. Here it is, crossed in. And that should get the job done. Pass somewhat off target. Openda running with the ball. Not the most accurate pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Takes aim and cross. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Numero
fact.
30. Numero 25. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19.
Now it's Vlahovic. This looks promising. And he's on his way!
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now that is a hefty challenge.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti
Oh,
di recupero.
lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's gone direct here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Stones. And it's Gonzalez. Foden. Lewis. Now it's Haaland. Locatelli. Thuram. Openda. It's a really well-measured ball. Thuram. And here's Vlahovic. Lewis. Can he spark a counter here? It's a good spell of possession, this. Vlahovic. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Sostituzione di giocatori.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bernardo Silva tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. And Kusanov. And it's Lewis. Yildiz. Great vision. Plays it across. Climbs up big. Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Numero 20.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Kusanov. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Thuram. Yildiz gets into some space. Yildiz with the... Oh, smashing header! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note. And the team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5. Viene sostituito
And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Vlahovic is onto this. Lewis. Nico Gonzalez. Marmouche. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Jagrova. Thuram. Kelly. Openda is herring after that one. Just eases him off the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Haaland, out towards the flank. Haaland! Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Stood up well to him there. Bernardo Silva. And the finish! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Ha segnato al 26esimo minuto dei supplementari, numero 7.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great.
Goes for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he's picked it up out wide. This might spell danger.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. Kusanov. And it's Gonzalez. Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Openda claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
The action has already started.
Played into space.
Good ball over the top. Tries to get it clear. And the volley.
It's their first effort on goal.
Atalanta certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Giorgio Scalvini, is a very formidable defender because he's so powerfully built. He's got great technique too, he's very calm and patient in his whole approach. There's no rashness to his game, nothing is left to chance.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Cook. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be away.
Oh, that's ambitious.
Jimenez.
Oh, they can break here.
Here's Adams.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Darone. Lookman.
All played for Darone. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Eva Nielsen. Spread it left. And it's Cook. And it's made its way to him.
Oh, well played.
Darone. Pasalic. Senesi. Hill.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Lookman. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Adley. Darone. That's a sharp pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Bellanova. He's had it taken off him. Bellanova just loves to go forward whenever he can. Pasalic. And here's Scamacca.
Scamacca really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Plays it across.
What a save! Terrific reactions!
Cook. Scamacca. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good ball out wide.
He's got away.
Tries to cross.
He's got full.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
That pass isn't the best. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Adams. Now it's Adley. Back towards the middle. And here's Eva Nielsen. And it's Cook. Now Hill. Adams.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. The room. Chance here to counter. Great vision.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Adams. Jimenez. And it's Jimenez. Scamacca. Can he get onto this? Pasalic. Crosses it in here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. This looks promising. Adley is flagged offside. Kluivert. Adams. Nicely spread. Jimenez has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And it's Adams. And he was quick to react. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cook. Bournemouth looking to pass their way through. Eva Nielsen. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Evan Nielsen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Lookman. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. It could be in here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Kolasinac. Now it's Adley. Now what about a counter-attack? Truffert is onto it in a flash. Truffert. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Lookman chasing after it. Jimenez. Adams. Turns back here, probably the best option. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. He's been... Cook! Good, strong hand by the keeper. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Lookman picks it up out wide. Senesi with the slide tackle there. That has been cut short. Lookman! Shot at goal! Well, it was a nice set-up, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Cambio di giocatori.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Closing in on goal. Oh, super. Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, taken with style. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Pasalic. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot!
Atalanta clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Evan Nielsen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 13.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 9. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Christie.
6. Il numero 20. Il
Now it's
numero
Evan
17.
Nielsen. That has been slung wide.
Attenzione alla
And he's
sostituzione.
had a chance! Bournemouth have their second corner now. Just eases him off the ball. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Into the last 5 minutes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big! And he has kept it out somehow.
Tavernier actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that was vital.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 19. Viene sostituito con il numero 3.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position. He has found the way through. A real chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
He's in a great position here. An instinctive delivery. Hill. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Lookman picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.